Yesterday I made a video about the balance between the good and the evil, and how evil, the bad things, are actually necessary for the good to happen. But today I want to go more deeply in the topic of traumas. So actually in my therapies, in my healing sessions, what I really create in my healing method, it's something that is really around traumas. I really help people to basically overcome traumas, understanding the traumas, and being at the end grateful for that trauma. So in order to be really able to release the trauma and to improve your life with an emotional freedom from it. So to be able to help people today to heal their traumas and to really improve their life and to be free emotionally from those traumas and from those patterns and those fears, I had to go through a deep healing inside myself and around traumas. Most of it. So, because I had a difficult childhood and I had lots of fear of abandon. I always felt unloved and that my parents or basically people around me were not really caring about me, that I had to grow up alone and do everything alone and being there for myself. And I experienced lots of painful love relationship in my life and also difficult relationship in the friendship. Lots of traumas involved in those things. And just when I was 23 years old, I really started to have a breakdown, like kind of burnout in my life, lots of crises. And these crises were actually somehow creating a trauma in me, but also liberating myself, making myself free from everything. And those big crises with those big panic attack when I was 23, so almost 10 years ago, they were really opening a crack inside of me, and this opening was then allowing me to become the person I am today. So today I can really say I'm able to love myself, I'm able to love others, I'm able to really create the life I want. I'm amazingly happy as person. I can do everything I want. I reach all my goals. I want something, I get it. And actually I get it naturally. I manifest what I want. I really manifest it through my natural vibration, just living my life, being authentic, being myself. So, and many other things. And I also have an amazing relationship. I met my twin flame, the man of my life, and I'm creating a wonderful love relationship with him. And yeah, to reach this point, I had to go through all my traumas and to this existential crisis I had when I was 23. So, today I make this video to share my story with you because I really want to help you to shift your perspective around traumas and to see how trauma are actually positive. So, if you can see the trauma from another perspective and you can see that the traumas are actually there in order to let you learn something in life and to make you able to enjoy your life. So actually, if we think about talking about my personal story, maybe it can be similar to yours, maybe not, but just let's make some example about myself. So if you think about the fear of abandon or parents that are not really there for you, or they give also emotional abandonment, because abandon should not be only physical, can be also emotional, like a parent that is not present in your life, maybe is too busy and is not so much time to think about you and to care about you and your needs. So yeah, I was experiencing emotional abandon from one of my parents and physical abandon from another one of my parents. And this created in me lots of fear to be alone, to be lonely, to not be able to live my life by myself. And my parents at that time, they were, till they were together, I didn't know what was the meaning of family and what was the meaning of love. Because I saw them in bad time of their life with lots of traumas, with lots of emotions, fighting badly within them, between each other, and there wasn't an harmony. So I grew up, and I can't say everything now because it would be like so long this video, but I grew up around violence, aggressivity, no love, no feeling united in the family. Of course, there were good things, but as child, when you are child, the bad things are impacting you in a way that is fucking bad. You know, it's so heavy. So after this childhood, I grow up, and I had also like hard teenage time, lot of rebellion things, and lot of conflict within myself and outside myself, and then all the relationship in my adult age were pretty crazy, and I had lots of emotional dependency from my partners, and the fear of loneliness, the fear of abandon, always back there at the corner, reminding me of my traumas. Till I woke up one day and I start to have a panic attack and lots of crisis. And I was 23, as I said before. And I start to feel the fear of this fear of being alone wasn't conscious at all. This fear was just hidden. So I was sure I am super independent as person. I always grown alone. I always been alone. I always travel alone. I always do everything alone. I moved to Berlin when I was 22 from Italy. So I was moving there alone, living in another country. Actually, I didn't move alone. I moved with one of my ex-boyfriend, and then we split. So I was alone in Berlin at the end, because after just few months after we moved to Berlin, we split, and I had to recover myself and to really start a life alone after 4 years relationship. So I felt like, okay, I truly know what means to be alone and independent, and then no, this panic attack was making me feel super lonely, in the need of having someone next to me, that I could not be next to myself. I could not be inside a room alone, and I started to have panic attack, could not breathe, not understanding what's going on in my life. And I had a tough couple of weeks of fear and panic attack, and then this was the crack inside of me. And this crack was bringing me lots of awareness, so much awareness, to understand that I had really to heal myself, that I had things to really solve, that I had things to take care of, like emotional unsolved things in a suitcase that was so heavy to carry and was making me collapsing. So that basically I had to open these unsolved emotional things in my suitcase and look at everything and clean it and put it in order and release it. Let it go. So it wasn't easy, but was the best things I could do, and was actually the start of my life. Really, I was enjoying then to be myself and to really go deeply and getting aware of myself, to heal myself. And after that, I start to study to become therapist because I start a self-healing process so deep that brought me to make lots of study to become a therapist, a healer, and that brought me today still learning and still improving myself, enjoying my life, helping people to enjoy their life, and wow. I mean, like, if I say it from today, it's gonna be like, wow, without that event, I could not be the person I am today. So, traumas are fucking positive. Traumas are there because they teach you something. If we think about the fear of abandon, I think this trauma came in my life to really teach me how to be trustful. Like the fear of abandon and the trauma of abandon itself, I really believe was there in my life to give me the opportunity to learn how to be trustful, to learn trust, the trust within myself, the trust within universe, the trust for everything, the trust for life, that everything is in balance, everything is perfect, and everything is really perfect and coming for a reason and happening for you, not to you, for you. So trust was one of the deepest things like I could learn, and without the abandon in my life, that trauma, I could not learn it. So, and this is just an example to let you a bit understand how traumas can be really positive. And also bad things, like a bad relationship, people that were treating me bad, and I was suffering a lot. Like, without them, I could not have the trauma that brought me to then be able to love myself, learn. When I was 23, I started to really, after this crisis, to really understand, okay, I need to love myself, otherwise I will never be able to love other people and to have a healthy relationship. And I still going on always in this emotional dependency relationship and submission role in the relationship, like to be pleasing people and not being myself, and lots of things. Insecurity will not be enough a video to talk about, because it would be like talking for hours, but just an example, to pick how traumas are positive. And really, like, if I could not be able to have those experiences, those negative relationship, those traumas, I will not be able to learn how to love myself, how to help myself, how to help others. So traumas are positive and are there to give you a lesson, to let you actually able to enjoy your life. Because if I was always wishing to be loved, because of course I never felt loved. I had this huge trauma, and I felt like I want my partner, I want to have a companion in my life, I always wanted this. But all the time they were coming things, that people that were teaching me what was meaning suffering and to feel unloved, in order to make me understand, okay, I need to love myself so that I can then be able to have a healthy relationship and attract to me a balanced person like me, that we can love each other, right? So traumas are positive, and if you want to know more about, or if you feel like you would like to have a session with me to talk about those things to help you to release traumas, book a free call. The link is in the bio. You can book a free call with me, and yeah, we can talk about it. But first of all, remember, it's possible to really transform your life, and traumas are there to help you for that. Bye.